Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Want to 25 times the activity or the use of one piece of content? I am going to demo how I do that every single day and have been doing it for hundreds of days, and the impact that it's had on me and my business and building my brand and everything else online and allowing me to become an influencer. And so many people want to do that nowadays. I thought I would show it with and share it with you. I'm actually doing it at noon on an influencer's podcast, and so I wanted to practice and run through it because sometimes my technology and my internet does not always work properly. So you might hear puppies and kitties in the background, but that is just the nature of my life and how I run my business. So what I do, the first thing is, and I'm probably gonna have to open another Facebook. I think last time I did this, I realized I needed to open another Facebook. So I'm sharing my screen, and the first thing I'm gonna do, whoops, is mess up my screen. I'm going to open another Facebook because that's where I originally produced my content. Now, it doesn't have to be Facebook. It could be YouTube Live. It could be anywhere else live. I choose live because it's quick and easy, and it's very forgiving. People are very forgiving, and it shows who you really are, who I really am. I laugh when people ask me questions like, where do you live? What do you do? I'm like, okay, I've done 2,000 videos in the last year. If you want to know anything about me, just Google my name or look for me or Pajama Grandma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, or Pajama Grandma, Sharon Horne, and you can find out exactly who I am, what I stand for, what I'm all about, and I'm pretty much an open book when it comes to being online. A lot of people say, be authentic, be yourself, and then they just show the world what they want to show them. That's not being authentic, and maybe being online every day is too much for me and for most people, but I do it anyway because I want to serve and show people that you can just be successful being who you are. So we open a Facebook, and the first thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to go to my pages because that's where I record my videos. On the pages, I'm going to go to the Your Pages tab, and I'm going to find my Supersized Business page because that's the video I'm going to demo for you. Now, I actually do, right now I'm doing 6 because I'm doing a 365-day challenge on Facebook Live in a group, and I'm doing a 30-day challenge in my own group with my own group of people about customers. And so I think we're on day 15 today. So I do 6 different videos every morning. One's kind of a fluff piece, just a who I am, Pajama Grandma piece, about being happy, and a couple of other things that work for me. And I also document and share my entire journey on one of my Facebook pages. If you're curious about that, you have to direct message me because I don't share that with everybody. I am super vulnerable in that space, and I am not going to share it with everybody. I'm not ready to do that yet. So I get to the page, I scroll down to the page, and I find the morning's video. I'm going to show you a couple of tricks and a couple of things that I do that are really important and will really help you in repurposing content and using it in other ways. There's my daily share on Instagram for this challenge that we're doing. And I think to go back and say see all. I'm a little pokey. I use a magnifying glass to do everything, so it takes me a while to get things done. Okay. Let's slide up. So if I can do it with a magnifying glass, you can certainly do it. Okay, so here's my video. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find this little timestamp tag. Do you see where it says 2 hours? I made this video 2 hours ago. I'm going to right-click on that and go copy link address. Then I'm going to go down to a worksheet that I've set up and created where I save all my links. This one is actually called Supersized Business because that's the one I save it in. And this is day 112. I'm going to Control V to paste that link there. And then I don't know why it popped out of there, but let's go back and make sure we don't want to listen to me. Well, I double clicked on that and I don't want to do that yet. So let's go back. Let's go back to my file and make sure that the link's saved. It did, but what I want to do is I want to, okay, why is it doing that? That's craziness. This is how my world goes. Everybody else, that's how your world will go too, I guarantee it. Okay, file save. I want to make sure that link is there and then save it. Then I'm going to go back to, I lost my, there it is. I want to copy then this title. And you'll see why I do that again. I'm going to, again, highlight and Control C this so that I've got the title. because I'm going to just then paste that in a bunch of places. I want just the title, Control C. I'm going to double click on the video because I want to build it up so that I can get, and I always pause it because I don't want to hear myself talk. If I actually listen to my videos or watch my videos, I would never ever post a single video. I'm just saying, it's human nature. We judge ourselves really, really harshly, and I would never post anything. So key piece of advice, don't watch your own videos. I mean, if you want to watch them for improvement and to get better, do that, but don't watch them to make a decision whether you're going to post it or not. Just post them. That's why I do live. So then I'm going to click the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner to pull down the drop-down menu. I'm going to click Edit Video. I want to edit the video. I'm going to put in the title, Control V, and then I'm going to go down to the next line and I'm going to add a little bit more context to the description. So I'm going to say, want to supersize your business every day for free? Join me here. And I'm going to share the link. So this is a soft call to action. And this is just the page that I happen to record this on. Because I want people to come to that page and like that page so that they see my videos every day. So I don't have to keep posting them everywhere. Then I'm going to copy this, Control C again, and you'll see why I do that in a minute. But first I'm going to go down to the tags and I'm going to put in tags. You can only put in 8 tags. You have to type them in individually. So you just pick tags that make sense for what you're doing. I don't have tags thought up ahead of time. They're not necessarily the best tags. They're just what I think of at the time to go ahead and add some places that people might search. Is anybody going to search for BU? I doubt it, but that's kind of my tag thing for who I am and what I stand for. So I put that a lot when I am having a hard time coming up with filler phrases. Give your eye teeth, give to receive. I'm trying to think what this video is about. This is a surprise. Not great tags, I admit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can only get 8. And if you try to type another one, it's not going to let you. So that's how you know you've got all 8. Then I click on the thumbnail and I pick a picture. Now, I don't pick the best looking picture of me because that's too judgmental and hard to figure out. I pick one, and a lot of times they're all just boring or normal. I try to have my eyes open. I try to be looking into the camera, or I try to be doing something unusual or different. This one I'm looking off, the one that they auto-selected, so I'm not going to do that. A lot of mine I'll start with the coffee cup because that's kind of my thing. I start all my videos usually drinking something. Comes from my old kidney stone days. That one I'm looking at the camera, so that one's better than the one that they had selected. But sometimes I'll have a funny look on my face, or my mouth will be wide open, or I'll be looking in a weird way, or my hands will be flailing. And I'll pick one of those because it gets more attention. And it might stop people in their tracks. Probably not, but it might, because, you know, me in a robe is not going to stop people in their tracks. Not generally, unless they know and they know that what I'm talking about. Then I pick a picture. I don't spend a lot of time on it. I just picked one and go. Then I hit distribution. And for this one, I'm in luck because this is the one that's linked to all of my other pages. So I only have to click the All Pages in Business Manager button for this one and then save. But I can also just pick individual pages if I want. These are some of my Facebook pages that are linked and linkable and cross-shareable. So I can pick any of those that I might want to cross-share on. But for purposes of this, I just click them all. I don't do any cross-sharing or cross-promoting right now, but if I want to, they're all set up so that I can do that. I click Save. And then I'm going to click the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner again, and I'm going to click Download Video. And I'm downloading my video. Now, while it's downloading, I'm going to share this on other parts of my Facebook. I'm going to share it on my main Facebook profile. I'm going to share it on my, let's do that. I'm going to share it. So I hit, the first thing I do is in this comments, remember I copied that description. So I'm going to go to comments, Control V, enter to share my comments. So if I have to go do something else, or if my granddaughter gets here and I have to get off the computer, or if somebody interrupts me, and that way I won't forget what I'm doing, and I can go back and I can just copy and paste that to use to share in You'll see where in a minute, but let's just share here. So I'm going to hit share and then share. And my internet is pokey, painfully slow some days, but it allows me to get sips of coffee. Or my crazy red drink. Trying to be healthier this year. Every year I try to be healthier, but I go through streaks. So now here this pulls up the share dialog box, and I'm going to hit Control V. Oops, I'm going to make sure it's in the description area. Control V. Now I've already got my text in there. I don't have to retype it every time. I'm going to go up to the top, and when it says share on a page, I'm going to go to share on your timeline and hit post. Then I'm going to share this on a friend's timeline because I do that every day. You don't have to do that, but I have a friend whose timeline I get to share on every day. So that just gives me a little more exposure. So I'm going to hit share again. And this time in the drop-down menu on top of the dialog box, I'm going to choose share on a friend's timeline. If it ever opens, share on a friend's timeline. Then I'm going to click in the description, Control V, so I have that same description. And I'm going to put the name of the friend, click on it, and share, post. And I still got 2 minutes waiting for the file to download so I can share it some more. So I'm going to share it in a group because I have a group for this particular. So I click the drop-down menu, share in a group. I have a group for this particular page that corresponds to it called Supersize. So I start typing Supersize to select the group. Again, tap in the description area, Control V to paste. Oh.
Did you give your eye?
Sometimes I start talking because I lose track of what I'm doing. I don't know what happened there. Control V. Now I'm going to share it on some pages. Although it's done downloading, I'm going to set this up to share on pages. So I'm going to click share, share on a page. I'm going to paste the description in here. And I'm going to pick the first page I'm going to share it on because that tells me where I left off. I'm not going to post it because I'm going to go do some other things since it's already uploaded. So first thing I'm going to do is download it. I'm going to open up a YouTube page. And I'm going to open up a LinkedIn page. And I'm going to open up an Instagram page. And we're going to hope all these work. And I'm actually going to open up my Anchor FM for one of my podcast platforms. Okay, we're going to go back and hope YouTube loads a little faster than this. Holy pokey buckets. But I wanted to show this is what I have to do every morning to process my content. And as YouTube opens up, slowly, 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 I guess because I'm opening 4 things at once and recording, it's going to be a little pokier than usual. I'm going to click on, in the upper right-hand corner, there's this little camera with a plus sign on it. I'm going to click on that. It's going to give me a 2-item drop-down menu. I can either go live here or I'm going to upload my video. I'm going to upload my video in this instance. You'll see more YouTube lives coming from me in the very near future. I'm going to do a 90-day challenge with a woman, and I'm going to try to do mine, I think, on YouTube live every day. I'd like to start it after my current 30-day challenge is done because 6 videos every morning is enough for me. It's actually a little too much. I like to do 4. 4 is perfect. When I'm doing 5 and 6, because I'm doing different projects, sometimes since I'm watching my 3-year-old granddaughter, I don't get to them all before she comes, and then I have to make sure she's entertained. Okay, so once my YouTube upload screen comes up, I'm going to grab this video by left-clicking and dragging it into the loading box. Then, again, I'm going to Control V in the description area, that same description that I got from the original video, right? But here, I'm going to add 3 because I can add 3 hashtags that make sense. And it doesn't matter what they are, but I can have 3 tags in YouTube descriptions now on hashtags. I'm going to use the fact that I can do that. Then I'm going to take part of my title, not the whole thing, but part of it. I'm going to Control C. I'm going to go up to the title, back out those numbers, and Control V to put my title in. Then I'm going to go down to my Add to Playlist because I've got playlists created already. I want this particular video to be public, But for example, right now I'm using unlisted for my challenge videos. And I know people use other platforms, but I use YouTube currently for recording and uploading my videos for my challenges. So I'm going to find a page, which is Supersize Your Business. So now I've got it on my right playlist. Then I'm going to tap in my tags, and I'm going to go back down to that same spreadsheet I had open, and I've already preloaded and pre-saved tags, because here I can copy and paste that list, Control C, from my worksheet into my YouTube listing. Because I do these every day, it just makes sense to do shortcuts and pick things that I can use that make the process faster. So while this is processing, I'm going to go to my LinkedIn account. In my LinkedIn account, I'm going to hit this little video button. You see in the top where it says start a post, there's a little video camera. I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to go up in my download folder. I'm going to type in today's date, which is 3/15/2019. And it's going to pull up my video. Now, this is the right video. The vertical one. So I'm going to drag this vertical folder, or no, I'm going to double click on this. Double click on this. I was thinking I'd opened it another way. Then I'm going to have to go back to YouTube to get that description, because I made a shortened version for the title. And I want to use the hashtags here in my LinkedIn description, because I can add even more hashtags on my LinkedIn video. So again, I'm going to go to my YouTube, grab the description, Control C, go back to my LinkedIn, and then I start this with Control V. Then I can add other hashtags. So I'm going to take from my list of hashtags that are here and add a few more. So I'm going to add, what am I going to add? I'll do, none of these are really appropriate. Instagram startup, none of these. Let's see. What is this one about? It's kind of about marketing. It's about business. It's not really about Facebook. It is about being an entrepreneur. I guess social media marketing. And I could tap in a whole bunch, but I'm not going to, because I'm trying to hurry to show you this. So I'm just going to go with that, and then I'm going to click the post button. And so now this is going to start downloading. The next thing I'm going to do, and on my computer, I have learned that I cannot do Instagram the same time I'm downloading or uploading anything else. It's just the bandwidth where I am, it won't work. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute. But what I would do is I'd go to my Instagram, click on the little person in the upper right-hand corner. And as my Instagram loads, pokily, I'm going to go back, and it looks like my YouTube is done uploading, so I'm going to go back to YouTube. I'm going to go down to the bottom and look at the 3 pictures I have to choose from. And if I like one in particular, I'll pick it. If I don't, I'll just go with the one that YouTube selects for me, just for being faster and easier to do. Then I'm going to, again, highlight the description box, Control C, and I'm going to push the publish button. And it's very slow. Okay, now I'm going to share this on Facebook, Twitter, Blogger, Reddit, Tumblr, Pinterest, and a new thing that I have no idea what it is, but I signed up for. I think it took the place of the Google platform. So I push the Facebook button. It's very slowly going to pull up. Wow. Definite internet slowage today. And again, in the description, I'm going to do Control V, and I'm just going to post this to my timeline. You're probably thinking, well, you've already posted this on your Facebook page. Why would you post it to your timeline again? Well, because this one's coming from YouTube, and maybe some people like to watch YouTube videos more than they like to watch videos on Facebook. I don't know. I just do it. Twitter, again, I'm going to post it on all of these platforms. So I hit tweet and then close, then Blogger. I hope this is faster on lunchtime. This is really pokey. But if you watch this and you learn how to process your videos and put them in 25 places in like a 40-minute video, is it worth your 40 minutes to shortcut all the learning? Trust me, it's taken me a year and a half to come up with some of these ideas and some of these shortcuts and some of these ways of doing things. And it changes all the time. You know, Facebook had a glitch, or not a glitch, but did an update the other day that had everybody in a craze. And then in Reddit, I've got an actual subreddit set up for this. If it'll download my menu. Here we go, all the way to the bottom. And don't put stuff in the wrong subreddit because people get nasty. And then I picked my subreddit and I'm just going to hit post. Now, if you don't have these set up, they're free. Set these systems up. Set up an account on each of these different platforms so that you can share your content all over the place. They're free, so why would you not set these up and have your content be on these different platforms? It's silly not to. And it doesn't take that long. When my internet's acting nice, it takes about 5 minutes to post this to 8 different platforms. Why wouldn't you do that? Now, I didn't used to always do it, but once I discovered I could, I'm like, oh my goodness, why would I not do this? Some days are slower than others. And this one is we're gonna close it now, maybe. And oh, I guess we could add tags here. I've never done that. Let's see. Let's add a couple of tags. Oh, let's try to use the hashtag. Let's spell it right too. I'm just going to add 3 because I've never done that before. I learned something every day. There's tags here. You can do tags. Watch later, share. I don't know why this is different today. I hit share. Okay, so now all of a sudden Tumblr is behaving differently today. I don't know why. Watch later. I don't want to watch it later. Let's see what my settings are. It's not even letting me close it. Where's the post button? All right, let's get out of there once. Let's go to Pinterest. And it's not letting me out of Tumblr. That is weird. Pinterest. Sometimes they don't work. Sometimes I'll sit and I'll figure it out and I'll troubleshoot it. Other times when I'm doing a live video, I'm not going to sit and troubleshoot it. I'm just going to move to the next platform. And sometimes I'll click out and then I'll go back and it works fine. I have no idea why, but that is just the way it works. I think because I'm recording, it's really slowing everything down. Because it doesn't usually take this long for Pinterest to pull up. I'm going to go ahead and hide that message too. I don't need to see that because I'm afraid I'll accidentally hit it and turn it off. There we go. Again, I have a Pinterest board set up for things that I do often. So this one's Supersize Your Business. I click Supersize Your Business, and then I close it down with the X. And then I hit this VK, whatever this is, I just set it up. About a week ago or 2, I think. I just set this up and started using it. I have no idea what the platform is. I just use it because it's another place to share my content. And if I find one person ever on that platform, then to me it's worth the time and energy. Again, we're going to Control V in this description area and hit send. One of these days I'll figure out what this even is, but I don't know right now. Don't care. All right, I'm going to go back and check out Tumblr and see if something's changed with that. It might be because I'm recording, but I've recorded before and it's worked fine. Here it goes. It's working. I think it's working now. Perfect. Post. I was just waiting for the post button. And then now they've given you options where you can post now or schedule it for later. I'll start scheduling things for later because I just discovered that there's certain times of day that certain platforms work better. Okay, now here's another trick. I Control-C, copy the link, then I hit immediately return to editing. I go down and I click somewhere on the page, usually in the description area, and I put in a couple of spaces and I save the changes. I do this even on my unlisted videos because for some reason they won't play when I share the links properly until I go in and edit again and I trigger something. I don't know what it is or if they fixed it, but it was a bug that I found a long time ago, and I had a lot of drama in putting these into ClickFunnels. So in order to do this, I discovered that if I just did this trick I just showed you, return to editing and then clicking somewhere and saving that changes, then the links work. Then what I do is I want to save this YouTube link to my worksheet. So I go back to my worksheet and I Control V to save that. Now I'm going to put a couple spaces in here because I'm going to share the LinkedIn one too. But see, I've got my YouTube link there too. Then I go File, Save. I always save my work. I had lots of problems in my past lives with losing a lot of data. So once you do that, you never do it again. Okay, so this is now done on YouTube, but we're not done yet. I'm going to open up a little free tool called YouTube to MP3 because I'm going to take that YouTube and I'm going to strip the audio out of it. I'm going to use that audio for my podcast. I'm going to put that audio onto Anchor FM where I share it with, I think, about 10 or 11 different places, and I'm going to put it on my Libsyn account. I do that. I'm going to Control V that same link, my YouTube link here in that spot, and hit Convert. And while that's converting, I'm going to go check my LinkedIn and see if that's done. LinkedIn's done. So the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner of the post, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to copy the link to post. Then I'm going to go back to my worksheet, and I'm going to copy that link there too, Control V. And I do that because I share it on a Facebook group. Then I'm going to enter, and I'm going to share. I'm going to set up the next day, which is what? 113, 113. I'm going to save my file. So it's set up for tomorrow. I'm going to shrink this down. Then I'm going to sneak back to my Facebook because I share in a, oh, I'm not done with this yet. So I can't sneak to my other Facebook. Normally what I do is I sneak back to my Facebook. I go to the drop-down menu of a group. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'll show you. I'll just post that. Then I'm in a group where we share each other's posts. So I'm going to find my group. You guys, I use a magnifying glass for everything. I don't know if you know that, but so it takes me a little longer sometimes to find what I'm looking for. I was busy yesterday. Oh, here it is. And then I'm just going to share it, that link in the group, Control V. Sometimes I write a message today. I'm just going to share it because I want to be quick. Then I'm going to go, I'm thinking a lot about back to Instagram. We're going to try to do this on Instagram now. We're going to go to IGTV, push the IGTV. So I push the little man to get my profile up. If it's not up on my profile, if I like other people's stuff, for some reason, where I live, it doesn't work. I don't know if there's a glitch in it, but I don't do that anymore. So I click on that, then I click IGTV, and then the blue upload button. It's going to pull up the menu to do the upload. Then I'm going to drag that same file by grabbing it with my mouse into the drop-down area. I'm going to go to the description. I'm going to take the same description that I have used everywhere. I'm going to copy and paste it. Oh, that's way too much copy and pasting. Control C. Oh, try to copy it. And save again. And I'm going to go to my Instagram. I'm going to copy that and paste that in the description, Control V. Then I'm going to take part of that again and use it as the title. And I know that this is a shorter one, so I'm just going to use part of this. Control C, Control V. Oh, that was wrong. Where did I put it? I didn't hit the box. Control V. Okay. Then I'm going to remember to put share preview to feed. This is a newer feature, and sometimes I forget it, and I hate when I forget it because I have to go redo the whole thing if I do that. But if you share it to your preview feed, it shows up on your regular Instagram page, not just your IGTV. And people can actually automatically watch your entire video from there. So it's like having a swipe up even if you don't have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Very cool. You can also share it to one of your Facebook pages, but since it's already on the appropriate Facebook page, I could share it to another page. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But since I've been having trouble with my internet and Instagram, I don't mess with it. I just let it load. And so we're going to let this load, and hopefully it will load right the first time. I will say Instagram, a lot of times I have to do it 3 or 4 times before it goes. I have no idea why. I spent months troubleshooting and trying to figure out why, using my cell phone hotspot instead of my internet. I don't know why it works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. So I just cross my fingers, and more often than not, I usually figure it out. There have been a day or two where I didn't get it uploaded till the next day or so because I was having technical difficulties. And again, I've troubleshot and asked people and gone to forums and groups and Googled and searched and asked experts, and nobody can figure out why it isn't doing it sometimes. So I don't worry about it. I just find another way, solve the problem, and move on to the next thing. Here we go. So then we're going to hit, once it's 100%, post. Like I said, I have to do Instagram while I'm not doing anything else. But what we can do is we can go to, all right, it's already ready. Nope, it's not ready. So then we have to wait for it to load in this area. And once it's done being prepared, I'm going to add hashtags to it. And I'll show you how I do that in a minute. But let's pop over to, oh, here it comes already maybe. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's slow. I really, really never know. So let's go over to the Y2 MP3. There's all kinds of tools to strip the audio out of a YouTube video, right? They're pretty spammy. This is not my first one. This is probably about the 4th or 5th tool I've used. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The trick on this is when you download, it'll automatically pop up another thing it tries to load on your computer. You want to close that as quickly as possible. So I'm going to hit the download button and then see it pop to a new window. I'm going to shut that down immediately while this downloads. Then I'm going to check back to my Instagram. It's not done yet, so I'm going to go to my Libsyn account. And it says invalid URL has expired. No, it hasn't. So let's try to, maybe because I didn't sign in right away. And let's just close it down and go back in. So we're going to open a new tab and double click on it. I know my Libsyn hasn't expired. I had a great day yesterday on Libsyn. It was like my best day ever for podcast viewers. There we go. So we're going to log in. And you can see on the bottom of my screen that we still have a minute left to download the MP3 for this. And we're going to look in. Yeah, see, I had an incredible day yesterday. I got to look at that. I had 1,251 downloads yesterday. I have no idea why. I always check my Libsyn and make sure all of my connections are active. But then I go to the content tab and I click content, add new episode. And while that's adding, I switch to scheduling. Now it's after 9. I try to get this at 9 every day, but I want to click this update ID3 tags. I don't know what ID3 tags are, but I read when I first started doing podcasting that you should have them embedded, and this creates them automatically. So I always click that little button. Normally I would use this drop-down menu and I would hit set new release date, and I would pick today's date because I do it every day, but you could schedule it anytime you want. And I would pick 9 a.m. I'm going to actually pick 9:30 just to show you how to do it, because normally I want it out at 9 a.m., this particular video, but since I'm running a little late, oh, I hit 10. We'll go 10 a.m. We'll stick with 10 a.m. Then I go to social while it's downloading because it's still got some time, 4 seconds, and I click in the social box. Now, I'm going to go back again to my YouTube because I'm sure I've copied and pasted something else. I'm going to copy and paste this description again, save my changes, go back to Libsyn, and I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to paste this Control V in 4 different spots. These 2 on social media, and then 2 on the details page here in the description box, and then down in the iTunes description box, because iTunes has different rules for how they do things. Then I'm going to take part of this title again, and this is probably too long, but we'll see. Control, oh, come on. My Control C and Control V isn't working very well. That is definitely operator error. And then I do it there. I click, oh, it's not a bonus. Sorry. I don't click bonus. Unbonus. I'm just going to put normal. And then this does not have an episode number, this particular podcast that I do. Some of mine do. I'm going to click clean because I didn't swear or anything in this one. And then I'm going to type my author name. I'm going to try anyway. What's going on? I don't want tabs. I know it's annoying when you hear the tags. I'm going to go back to the top and I'm going to Control V that title again. And this I'm going to cut in half up here. And I just do Control X to take off half of it. And I use part as the title, part as the subtitle. That is my quick and dirty way for doing that. Then I want to select my category. And it's done downloading, but I'm not going to confuse you. I'm going to do this category thing first. So category, and then this is actually in my, these are different segments I do on my podcast, supersized business. Then I'm going to hit tags and keywords. Again, I'm going to go down to my file where I've pre-done these. Oh, and I'm going to copy and paste them into the podcast software. Control C. Make sure I'm in the right box. Control V. Now I'm going to add that file for the content. So I'm going to click Media, Add Media File. And then I'm going to click Upload from hard drive because I download to my hard drive. I'm going to go to my search downloads to get today's date again, 3/15/2019. And it's right here. Give your eye teeth to supersize your business. Double click on that and it will download. Hopefully successfully. It'll tell me if it's not successful because sometimes it's not successful and you have to figure things out or do things differently. And then when that's done, at the bottom here, I'm going to hit publish. But while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go to, I can go to, let's check Supersize. Supersize is done. So now I'm going to click on Instagram, give your eye teeth. I'm going to double click on that because I want to like it and add hashtags in the comments, right? That's the first thing we do in any of our, the first comment of any of our Instagram posts should have hashtags in it so that people can find it. So I'm going to heart it because I like my own posts. And then I'm going to click the comments button. I'm going to go back to my worksheet because I've got hashtags pre-selected and pre-stored for this particular segment. So I'm going to highlight that, Control C, Control V, and enter. And I'm done with my Instagram. So I'm going to shut my Instagram for today. I believe I'm done with LinkedIn. So I'm going to shut my LinkedIn. And now we're going to go to Anchor and we're going to add a new episode. Since it opened Anchor, I'll go there. I'm going to hit new episode. I'm going to drag and drop the MP3 file into the download area. Remember, it's just an MP3 for podcasting. So I drag that same MP3 file and download that. I'm going to go back to Libsyn and see if it's ready. And it's got 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So it's definitely not ready. So we have to hurry up and wait for Anchor, because Anchor takes quite a while too. And I can also close this now. I can close my MP3 conversion software. I think the more things I close, the faster things go. Except for, boy, Libsyn's super slow, 3 minutes and 32 seconds. That's crazy slow. But I wanted to show you this because Libsyn shares to like 16 or 17 different platforms for me automatically. Goes to iTunes, goes to Spotify, goes to, I don't even remember, but it goes to like 16 different places. So now I've got 16 and 8 and 5 other platforms that I've already shared this on. So you get on a couple of dozen platforms really, really quickly. And even if it takes me 45 minutes in the morning because my internet is slow, it's still really, really powerful to be getting it out there. I think between my podcast, because my podcast also shares back up to my YouTube, I'm up to like 2,700 some videos in my YouTube account. Now that's why I'm big on YouTube this year. I haven't used YouTube for anything. I think I've got 40 subscribers in the couple of years I've been on YouTube because I've just been using it as a tool to store my content to use in other places. And now I'm like, oh my God, that is a huge opportunity that I'm missing with all this content on there, and I'm not even doing anything with that platform. So 2019 will be my year of doing something with YouTube and figuring it out. Oh, we're down to 19 seconds. That makes me feel much better. Let's check Anchor. Anchor's still working away. So Libsyn's going to beat it. Oh, now we're up to 37, 9. I love watching the countdown. A minute 2. It's just so much. It shows how bizarre my internet connection is. We've got fiber optics cable, but I live out in the country, and so you never really know what you're going to get. There, it's uploading in progress. So about content, there's a whole lot more that I'm not showing you that I could be doing with my content, but I'm not. And then I just hit the publish button on Libsyn, and voila, out it goes. And then after it does that successfully, and it's not really going to go out till 10 a.m., so it's going to go into my, I'll show you. You can schedule and do all kinds of cool things with Libsyn that I don't do. But if I look at content, again, I have to go to scheduled for release. And if I look in schedule for release, there it is. Nope, that isn't there. What's going on with this? Yo, there it is. Give your IT. Oh my gosh, Monday, March 18th. What's she up to now? Boy, that was a mistake. That's the problem with bad eyes. I'm going to go in there and edit that as long as we're here, guys, because I didn't even notice it. I'm glad I looked. But here's today's. It'll go out at 10 a.m. This one accidentally got scheduled for March 18th. I have no idea why, because that was like 3 days ago. Actually, 4 days ago's post. So let's go in here and edit it. Click the little edit button, the little pencil. And we're going to change the date on that and release that at, like, say, now. Let's go to scheduling. Oh, yeah, release. That's weird, 3/18. Let's go set a new release date. Because I don't want that waiting till the 18th. That's crazy. I don't even know why that did that. That's weird. I must have hit the 18 instead of 11 because I do have chubby fingers. Sometimes I do that, and I do have a touch screen. So let's go today. And let's do it at, what time is it now? Let's do 9:30. Everybody's going to be like, what the heck is that doing there? Let's go 9:30 a.m. That makes me feel better. And then we just go down and publish. Oh, and I forgot the I3 tags. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Publish. I think it was already doing it, so that might be too late. It doesn't matter. It should have gone out 4 days ago and it didn't. So either way, it doesn't even matter if it works or not. Let's go and check and see if it did the tags. Scheduled for release. It's quick and easy to pop back in there and check the editing. So we're going to go and check the editing. Make sure we get the right file. I just want to make sure that I've got, oh, what's going on? Oh, it's got to, no, it's not being scheduling. I just want to click that button and make sure it's there, and then I'm going to hit publish again to update it and edit it, because I know that I pushed it without having checked the ID3 tags. And again, I don't know what ID3 tags are, but I know that they are in the description and they're automatically created and they help different things find you or whatever. Okay, so we're done with Libsyn. So I'm going to, oh, let me show you all the destinations. So if I go to destinations, here's all the destinations. So all the places that Libsyn automatically shares as long as I've got these set up, all my content. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it shares at 18 places. To me, it's worth the 5 minutes to load it and unload it. So then we're going to hop into Anchor. We're going to save our episode. And again, we're going to copy and paste this same link from YouTube, which was the one we got from Facebook, but we added a couple of hashtags to it. I guess we might not be gonna, but I'm gonna save. I'm gonna pop over to Anchor. In the description, Control V. Again, I'm gonna take part of that title and just part of it, because it's again, you only get a short description for these. Control C. Oh, definitely having trouble highlighting things today. Control C. Click into the title, Control V, and I'm going to push publish now. I'm going to publish it now. Now I'm going to share it on my Facebook. Again, it's the same information. It's just coming from a different platform, and it's in a different audio form, and it's got a different looking description. Again, I'm going to Control V this little short description, and I'm going to post it to my timeline. Again, this is a different little thumbnail that might attract somebody. It's a little more professional than Pajama Grandma, and it might attract somebody to that supersize post today that other people wouldn't. Again, I'm going to show you quickly here how many different places this appears in. If I go listen to where I am, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different places. This is the different places and platforms that this same content appears on, so you can see that. Close that. I'm going to post it on Twitter. I could post it on different Facebook pages. I could post it on friends' profiles. I could share it a whole lot of places, but I'm not going to demonstrate that to you today. I'm just going to show you. There we go. It's on Twitter. Close that. We're done with Anchor now. If I want, I could go to my dashboard. I just started using Anchor, so I could look at my dashboard. I didn't monetize it, but I've got 781 total plays on it. My audience size is 2. That's interesting. I'm surprised I have any because I don't promote this or do anything with it, but it's just got some statistics and stuff. It's a free platform, so why not use it? And it reaches 11 different platforms. So it's a really quick and easy free way to share your content. So I'm done with Anchor. I'm actually done with everything that I do with this particular project right now. I also could make Instagram thumbnails out of this content. I could make short snippets for Instagram stories. I could do blog posts out of it. I could have it transcribed and do articles for other social media platforms like LinkedIn, different article sites, magazines, whatever. I could use it as lead magnets, all kinds of things. But I just wanted to do a quick and dirty run through and show you what I currently do to process my content. So let's hop back and see if anybody has any questions. I have no idea. But that is just my demo run through of how I currently process my content for my Supersize Your Business video. Have an awesome day. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I will answer them. Thanks. Bye.